Okay, so previously we saw how our lines or our points can fit a linear line. Okay, and these linear lines actually follow rules. All right, so if we want to sketch linear lines or linear graphs, one of the first things we might do is to create a table of values and plot the points. All right, so if we create a table of values, then for some x values that we pick, we get a few points. We can then connect those points and come up with a line. All right, so let's have a look first. So don't forget here we've got a rule, and we looked at rules with some of our algebra earlier this year. So we're saying that the y is equal to 2 times whatever x value we pick plus 1. All right, so in this instance, the x value is -2, so 2 times -2 is -4 plus 1. -4 plus 1, don't forget, is -3. And then we will pick another negative value. If I pick 2 times -1 is -2, plus 1 is -1. I grab another value, x value, say 0. 2 times 0 is 0, plus 1 is 1. If I now put x equal to 1, 2 times 1 is 2, plus 1 is 3. And if I pick x equal to 2, 2 times 2 is 4, plus 1 is 5. Okay, and you'll see that if with our linear relationship, all of our y values, if they increase by the same amount, and in this case our y values are going up by 1s, well, we can see that our x values are going up by 1. We can see that the y values, in this case, are going up by 2, which coincides with the number in front of the x coefficient. All right, but in short, we've generated some values. Now, it doesn't matter which values we generate, and in actual fact, we only need to have 2. So if I plot each of these points, and I'll use a blue line, actually I've got green there, so I'll use a green line. So -2, -3, -2 down to -3, -1 to -1, okay, and I've got the point 0, 1, which is 0 across and 1 up. Then I've got 1 across and 3 up, and then 2 across and 5 up. So again, if I connect these points, I get it like that. And in fact, because it's a rule, I can actually extend my line as long as I want to. Okay. So there's the line, and what we do is we write the rule for the line next to it. So we see y equals 2x plus 1. Let's continue on now into y equals -x plus 3. We'll grab a different colour, pinky purple. So don't forget, so it's up to us to generate which x values that we might want to work with. So I might just pick, given my x values here, I might just pick -1, 0, 1, 2, 3. See what that looks like, all right? So remember, again, y equals the negative of whatever we put in plus 3, all right? So minus 1 is +1, plus 3 is 4. Oh, get my pen back. 0 or -0 is 0, plus 3 is 3. -1 plus 3 is 2. -2, so -1 times 2 is -2, plus 3 is 1. And -3 plus 3 is 0. So we can see those values there. So now if I plot those points, the point -1, 4, the point 0, 3, the point 1, 2, the point 2, 1, and you can see that if we plot it correctly, those points do fit on a nice line, so they are following a pattern, so they are an equation. And again, I want to draw the rule, straight line through the points. Put arrowheads on your lines to suggest that the line continues, and then draw or write down the equation of the rule. All right. Let's have a look at one more. Change the color up again, grab a blue. So this time we've got 2x minus 3. So I guess what is a good idea is to sort of check what sort of values it might be reasonable to put in. So obviously I'm not going to put, like, there's nothing to stop me putting x equal to 10 in, but if I put x equal to 10, I'll get y is equal to 2 times 10 minus 3, which is 17. And so now if I go to my axes, that doesn't fit on my axes. So the idea is to put values in that will fit on the graph that you want to sketch, okay? So I think if I pick something like -3, 2 pi negative 3 is -6, minus 3 is -9. Again, probably a bit too big. So what if I just start at, say, -1? All right, so if I start at -1, 0, and maybe 0 is a good number to start with, because that's a nice, easy one to work with. So if I start with 0, 2 times 0 is 0, subtract 3 is -3. If I go to my graph, I can see -3 there is right there in the middle. So it's probably a good place to start. Let's go back to -1. 2 times -1 minus 3. Well, two negative ones, -2, subtract 3. Don't forget, there's your number line, 0. -2 is there. If I subtract 3, I'm going to the left. So then we have 2 times 1 minus 3, which is 2, subtract 3. There's 2, subtract 3, so -1. And then 2 times 2 is 4 minus 3, which is 1. 2 times 3 is 6 minus 3, which is 3. Okay, so there's my points there that I can put on my graph. So the point -1, -5. We spoke about the point 0,3 already. The point 1, -1. The point 2, 1. And then the point 3, 3. So again, if we've done it right, all the points should fit up in a line. Now that's a nice way for checking to see if you've made a mistake. So let's put a line through. Arrows on my line, and we'll label the graph as y equals what? 2x minus 3. Okay, so that's our process of sketching out graphs. Draw yourself a little table first, and then fill in the results, and then plot the points and join the line. Don't forget to label your line with a graph. Okay.